Welcome mommies, manifestors, and creators of all kinds. Do you ever feel like no matter whose advice you take on manifesting, nothing ever changes? Today's video is why your manifestations aren't working and how to fix it. Your manifestations aren't working because you need to do shadow work. What is shadow work and why does it matter to manifestation? Shadow work is looking at your fears, insecurities, and old beliefs so you can understand where they come from and change how they affect you. It affects manifesting because you can be holding yourself back without realizing, or you do realize it and you don't know how to stop it. Imagine no matter what you tell yourself, you believe you are not good enough. No matter the intentions and the visualizations of your future, the alignment you try and do to reach future you, filling your days with I'm good enough, maybe journaling as future you, while showing gratitude for what you yet have, but believe you will obtain. You meditate in every which way to open yourself more to your blessings, and you hope with all that you're doing, you're detaching from feeling not good enough, because all your actions are intentional to your future. Yet you still feel not good enough. That is why shadow work is important, because we need to dive deeper to fully and truly detach. Now, how do we do shadow work? Step 1, uncovering your limiting beliefs. These are usually triggers, patterns, strong reactions, or even self-sabotage. Now, it will be difficult in the beginning to catch yourself, but when you do realize, here are 5 prompts you can use to help you. They work on their own if you only have time for one, and they also work together if you really want to dive and dissect why in a day, or even in the week. Example, you want to start creating, but you find yourself holding back in different ways. Now, with each prompt, I actually do answer them so you kind of can see like, okay, that's kind of how it can go. Everything is different. It's going to be different for you how it was different from me, but I thought, why am I going to teach something if I haven't tried it? First prompt, what am I really afraid of here? I'm afraid that I will fail and I will feel looked at negatively by others and be proving to myself and others I am not good enough. Second prompt, what story am I telling myself right now? I'm telling myself that I can't do something I love without having something financially promising to show from it. Third prompt, where did I learn this? I grew up feeling that the process had to be perfect, and if it was not, then you would get in trouble. Everything top to bottom, beginning to end, had to be perfect, correct, 100% straight A's. So when a video isn't perfect, the bio, all the social medias, the blog, the business isn't 100%, I feel like I'm failing. So I slowly stop because it hurts to not feel good enough in something I find joy in. Prompt 4, what do I actually want instead? I want to feel free. I want to enjoy the process and destination because I deserve that. And nothing you love to do should elicit a negative emotion about yourself. Fifth prompt, if I already had what I wanted, how would I feel about the situation? I honestly wouldn't care. I would still care about what I post, but I would stop caring about making it perfect. There are things that need to be perfect every step of the way for safety. A YouTube video or anything you create for fun or learn does not have to be that way. Now, those were the 5 prompts of step 1, and now we're going to step 2, which is noticing your triggers and or patterns. Now, after you answered any of these prompts, and after you start using these prompts, one or all of them, in the different times that you feel a negative emotion or a recurring emotion, you'll get to notice your triggers and or patterns. When you start asking yourself these questions, you're able to make connections. I personally connected through all of this that I add so much on my plate because I fear if I only have one thing on it and it isn't perfect, I will not have an excuse or a way to defend myself from myself and others. Step 3, accept it for what it is. Now, this is 1, not easy, and 2, not going to go as quick as this video. This takes time, and a lot of problems, triggers, and patterns have layers, and multiple people, even yourself, to forgive. Forgiving is also not for them. It is for yourself. There are a lot of people still in my life, or not, that do not deserve my forgiveness, but I deserve growth, peace, and to heal. Also, forgiving doesn't mean you're okay with anything that happened, but you are no longer going to let it define or affect you. I actually feel like it's quite interesting that a lot of times that we talk about things that happened to us as kids or as growing up, we say, oh, this happened, it's okay. Is it really okay? Because if my friend or my loved one or even my daughter brought up anything that at times other people bring up or I bring up, I'm like, it's okay. I would not find that okay. And I think that we grew up at times telling ourselves it's okay because that's what we needed to hear. That's what we needed to feel. That's what kept us going. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's normal. They're just mad. We always made excuses for their behaviors, and we still do it, and we shouldn't. All I'm trying to get at is forgiving is not forgetting. Forgiving is not telling them it's okay. Forgiving is telling yourself, you know what? That was shitty. That shouldn't have happened. That was wrong. But you know what? Look at where I'm at. I'm good. You know what? I forgive them because I need to just let that go. I need to let them go. And it is hard when you have to deal with things that happened in your past and you still see those people. That sucks because it's so easy to just drop someone. It really is. It's harder to drop something a person did and still keep the person. So I just want you to know that isn't as easy as here's step 1, here's step 2, here's step 3, here's step 4. These steps will take time. It's not going to be as quick as me reading them. Step 4, reframe and rewire. You need to find the core issue. My fear of mistakes, or I guess perfectionism, is not the problem. My core issue is I believe if I mess up, then I'm not good enough, deserving of love, or even worthy. How could I reframe this? How can you reframe yours? I like to ask myself, if my daughter, a friend, a loved one, or someone random told me what I told you, I would tell them that it isn't true, that they are still loved, they're worthy, and to keep going because nothing needs to be perfect. You always hear humans aren't perfect, but then we expect ourselves to be the perfect mom, perfect wife, perfect daughter. Everything we create has to be a masterpiece, and we need to be the perfect student, the perfect friend, the perfect worker, whatever it is. I would tell them that mistakes come with the process, and the longer and bigger the process takes, the more mistakes. You would think with just that, everything is solved, but deep wounds take time to heal. You may have the same negative belief popping in and out, and that is okay. Step 5, align with your manifestation. This is where you can actually use the tools to help you. And here's how. Intentions. My intention for today is to figure out why blank gets me blank and to reframe that thought. I said blank and blank, so that's something that you can kind of plug in for yourself and use. Visualization. Visualize a problem where those feelings feel the worst and visualize being at peace, being calm. Maybe think of how you would like to react. My intention for today is to figure out why I become so defensive when someone gets angry at me, and I want to reframe that thought. And I could visualize a problem where me and the person are having a conversation and it's going south, and I start feeling like they are getting mad, and I start feeling like I have to protect myself. I want to visualize what would that conversation look like if I didn't feel that way, if I didn't feel like I had to. What is the perfect way that this conversation could end on both sides? Affirmations. If you don't feel loved, telling yourself you are loved. I am perfect even when I make a mistake. I am strong. I am deserving of all things good, etc. Journaling. The prompts I gave you, and when you're reframing those thoughts, it's perfect to get them out in some sort of way. Now, journaling can be book. You can do audio recordings. You can record through notes. You can do them in different ways, but whatever you're feeling in here, get it out. Don't keep that shit. Gratitude. Being grateful that you're learning more about yourself and healing no matter what it looks like. There are people in their 20s, 40s, 70s, and 90s who have yet to heal. It is never too late to start, and it's always something to be grateful for. Like, y'all, my mom didn't handle her trauma. Her mom didn't handle her trauma. And her mom didn't handle her trauma. And like, watching that growing up and like seeing it and being able to understand it more and more as I grow up, like there's really people who do not try to understand themselves, who try to put a band-aid on it. And it's sad because you just think like, oh my gosh, who they could have been, what they could have done, how would they be if they just healed. So the time that you're taking right now to heal and to get to know yourself and to change yourself, not only for yourself but for maybe your child, is a very amazing thing, because trust me, as a child growing up in a family that was normal, that's how it was, all those things, it was not fun. Meditation. Sitting in this discomfort is great. It's needed. You can even meditate before each question, even if it's less than 5 minutes. Or do guided meditation about letting go or aligning, whatever it is you feel you need in the moment. These tools are definitely helpful for detaching and aligning in their own ways, and will definitely help you in your healing journey. Like I always state, you do not need to do everything at once or all in one day. You can do one thing at a time, or section it so you can get some clarity by at least the end of the week. Shadow work isn't quick. Healing isn't quick. This is also not supposed to replace therapy, but as someone who yet has therapy money, it is a way I make sure I can keep growing and healing until I get help from a professional. Giving yourself even 5 minutes to work on shadow work is something. It may not sound like a lot, but it's better than just letting that pain you carry fester in your body. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something. If you have any questions, let me know. And always remember to manifest like a mother. Do we like today's video? I hope. So now I'm writing them because I just felt like being on my phone and like reading what I wrote. I personally didn't like it. So now I'm taking the time to write everything out because I feel like it is more intentional than just typing it out. I really liked how I did it. I really do hope you like how I did it as well. Remember to manifest like a mother. Take time for yourself. Never forget yourself. And take those 5 minutes to heal. Have a great day, guys.